Hi, I'm Tom from American Audio, and today we are going to talk about the Radius 1000 and about the MIDI aspect of the Radius 1000. There's another video we put online that you can watch that covers the Radius 1000, all the CD and MP3 features, the effects, the sampling, the scratching, the advanced track, all the cool stuff about the Radius 1000, but we didn't cover the MIDI aspect. So today we're briefly going to cover the MIDI aspect of how to use the Radius 1000 with your computer and with your favorite MIDI DJ software or production software. For some of you people who don't know what MIDI stands for, it's Musical Instrument Digital Interface. One of the reasons we're so excited about the Radius 1000 is because it does have MIDI. So not only will it work for you today with your CDs and MP3s, but you can use it in the future with your computer, or you can have the versatility to do a gig using just your laptop and one Radius 1000 or two, or just take some CDs out to a party and spin that way. In today's market, there's a lot of DJ software controllers on the market. A lot of them consist of a very basic mixer and two decks. So in those typical systems, you're limited. If you want to use your own mixer, you can't. If you want to play a CD, you can't. If you say the host of the party or a guest brings you a CD they want you to play for somebody, you can't as well. So what we've done with the Radius 1000 is, because you can do MIDI control with it, and because you can do CD and MP3, you can do everything that's requested of you. Also, not only is it very feature-packed, but we made it very affordable as well. So in this video, are we going to answer every question ever about MIDI and computers? Absolutely not. Are we going to make you feel comfortable about buying a Radius 1000 or hooking up your Radius 1000 to your computer, installing mapping files, and we're going to talk about mapping, or creating your own mapping? Hopefully we're going to give you just enough information to make it easy for you so you're really enjoying your purchase, or it helps you if you're in the market make a decision and feel good about the decision you're going to make. If you have any questions about any of our products, you can always call American Audio, talk to the sales department, talk to the service department, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. First thing we're going to load is our DJ software. We're using a popular DJ software. The Radius 1000 will work with just about any MIDI software, including production software. So once we've done that, what we want to do is get our Radius 1000 to control the software. And one of the ways that's done is through mapping. All mapping is doing is telling us what controls on our hardware, the Radius 1000, will control what controls on our software. So what we've done at American Audio is actually done some of the mapping for you. So with this software, if you go to adjaudio.com, you will be able to pull down a file that is pre-mapped for this software. So it's a real time saver. Okay, you're going to go to your preferences. We're going to go to Hotkey and MIDI Setup. Go down here to MIDI Setup. And here we are. And we are going to load our TKS file that we got from adjaudio.com. I saved it right on my desktop. So I'm going to go to my desktop. It's the Radius V2 TKS file. And this has all my mapping for this particular software done. So I just double click that. It loaded it up for me. Hit OK. And now my mapping's done. Okay, once we've installed our MIDI software, the next thing we're going to do is assign our MIDI channels on our Radius 1000. So we do that. Right now we're in the CD mode. All the CD features are on. Now we hit MIDI, and that puts us in the MIDI mode. Before we do that, we want to set our MIDI channel. So we're going to hold down the folder button, which will take us to our preset menu, which goes through all the presets, and we want to do MIDI channel. Once you see MIDI channel up there, press that. This unit has 16 MIDI channels, or you can do groups 1 through 8, 9 through 16. We're going to do 1 through 8. And then before we close out, we're going to hit save and exit, so it'll save our settings. So right now we've set our MIDI channels, we've installed our MIDI software, we've connected our USB cable from the Radius to our computer, so I think we're ready to go. Now some of you might have been wondering why I chose channels 1 through 8 when I was setting up the Radius 1000 as far as the MIDI channels. The reason I did that is that the Radius 1000 can basically act as 8 decks. It's like having 8 levels of radius 1000. So you can do 1 through 8 or 9 through 16. Again, there's 16 levels of MIDI channels available. The way we select what channel we want to be on is with the 2 cursor buttons. The lights above that are going to show us what channel we're on. If they're all off, that's channel 1, channel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we can look down at a glance and see what MIDI channel we're on.